Hey all, how's it going? Happy Friday. Welcome to the London Close here. It's the 19th of June. The London Fix just started here at 4 p.m., so we're looking here from that 4 to 4:30 time frame. And we'll start off kind of how we do every day with heat map. Just to let you know, what we're going to do today is we'll cover, obviously, the fundamental analysis, see if there's any trades. And then at 5 p.m. London time today, I'm doing a webinar on support and resistance. So I'll kind of talk about, you know, structure, the what's, the whys, the hows, and then also some resources that are free online for you to pull these support and resistance levels for free. And pull them quickly so you're not charting all day long for those of you that don't want to be in front of the charts all day. So so let's get started here. So like I said, heat map right now, the pound's being sold off, which is interesting because they had a retail sales beat yesterday or this morning. So I think the pound is a little bit undervalued. So it could be something that we'd like to trade. The Kiwi had strong retail sales as well, so they're obviously ahead here. Euro US with a mild sell-off. Kiwi mixed. Canadian dollar pretty strong, and the yen starting to get bought. So it looks like the euro and the pound are getting sold off right now. So the pound really surprises me, but we will see if there's something we can get into that could help us with that. So I looked around online and couldn't find any analysts that had any real particular reason for the sell-off, but nothing's over 1%. So it's not a strong sell-off where I'd really be concerned with getting into the headwinds on that. So fundamentally, like I said, pound did have a retail sales beat. The yen had low core CPI, but their economy in Tokyo opened up big time from the coronavirus lockdown. So I think that's why the yen is still fairly supported. The euro still kind of waiting for that support plan to be, inked. Canadian dollar, retail sales obviously was factored in for April with that low. But coronavirus cases are rising, so that could be kind of why we have a mixed basket right now. Florida, the rise was a 4.4% versus a 7-day average of 3.2. California, 4,317 in coronavirus cases versus 4,084. That's a record jump in California cases. So Fed's Rosengren economic rebound could be slowed by the coronavirus spread. So they're really watching that. And if the Fed's watching that, that's what's important. And, once again, I think that could bode better for risk trades here. So just keep an eye on that. That's why we're seeing what we see. Canada, the retail sales were down 26.4 for April, and that's versus negative 15.1%. So interestingly, though, the Canadian dollar was bid from that. So right now, Australian dollar is the strongest, pound's the weakest. So that's what we have fundamentally going on. Trade yesterday, we had Euro US. So let me show you kind of where that was. We were in at 112.22. So the euro dollar, we got in right here. On this spike up, and remember we talked about that. 5-minute bar that really showed us that this was a level of resistance. Yeah. So as you can see here, 112.22, it dropped, got down here into what was it, 86, and then it really just kind of hung around until about London open time, and that's when I got out here. So I took a little bit off down in here, but I got out of the rest here. So it was a profitable trade for us too. But as you can see, if we would have stuck into it, we would have been stopped here. So it was a nice tight stop. It worked out for us well, and that's hey, it was a good trade, I would say. Good trade for us here. Today, I'm looking through right now, and really what I'm looking for is any type of Aussie or pound. That for me would be what I'm looking to trade today on a positive front. I think the U.S. is going to be mixed, but the rate differentials aren't that great with the U.S. dollar. So I think a carry trade where the dollar is the short of it could be good. So, and what I mean by carry is over the weekend, every day there's swaps, but the weekend swap is pretty high. So, if you're trading billions of dollars, that swap differential is going to mean, profit or non-profit for some of these big traders. So when that comes into mind and you look at the Australian economy, it seems like it's a lot more equipped to handle what's going on right now than the U.S. or most of the other major economies. So they're just ahead, of the curve here. So what does that mean for us? So we'd be looking for something of a quick trade here. I think the Aussie yen could be tricky though because the Tokyo opening up. I think that was real positive news for Japan. Needless to say, there is a level at 73.21, so maybe an Aussie yen long could be something worth our time. Let's take a look at that. Okay. So the level that I was talking about was at 73.21. So let's mark that down. So this is a resistance support level. And you can see hit it once, hit it twice. The only concern I have is you see it hit it, and then it hit it again, and you can see it made a lower high. So it's really attacking this level here. The other thing I look at in terms of support or resistance, which this is probably the best support or resistance that you can use, is the volume profile. And where is the volume here? And that tells you exactly what's going on. You can see we are right at the volume. So it's kind of going up and down between the volume here. There was a little bit of a spike in volume right here at this level here. But all the volume is starting to get concentrated down in here for the last, we're looking at the last day and a half, realistically. So, it's at the level now, but I mean, it's gone up and down through it, and you can see the volume dispersed pretty heavily through both. But this level right here seems to be the tipping point for this. So we'll keep an eye on this one, but this doesn't look like it's a great trade here. I mean, if there was no, if this thing was coming down and there was some heavy volume right here and no volume down in here, I would say that this would be a level that could be defended. But I don't know if price is going to respect this right now. It seems like it's going back and forth between the two. So I'm gonna forgo that one. But let me see if we have anything else here that's worth trading. Okay. Aussie US was the other one I was interested in. So 68.34 is a level. Right now it's at 68.67, so it's nowhere near that. It did spike off of the 30-minute 200 EMA, but it's not really doing anything here. Let me see here. Yeah. I really think just with the sell-off, the trades that are going to be really moving are going to be pound. Let's see if we can find anything on the pound here that's worthwhile. Um, I don't see anything, guys. That's the problem. So might not be anything really worthwhile to trade. You know, I'm real long. I'm long Aussie, but it doesn't seem like price is really respecting that right now, and that could be tricky. That could be a tricky little trade here. I do think Aussie yen is going to kind of roll up to 74.38. Um, you know, the euro's being sold off right now, and I think that's dragging the pound down with it. I think the euro is going to tick up after that, but yeah, I don't see anything on the pound that we could trade. There's a pound Swiss franc at a level, but that's not going to move where we need it to go in the next couple hours. I mean, we'll take a look at it. Let's see what it's doing. You can see yen's getting stronger. So going into the weekend, I think these coronavirus cases are really something that's going to be a problem. You know, it's you know, if there's a second wave here and it causes another shutdown, that's going to be detrimental for the market. So you can kind of see the concern starting to grow. It's not quite into a sell-off yet, but you know, you can see it. Yeah. So pound yen, or excuse me, pound Swiss franc, you can see some volume building up here. There was a big spike in volume here. You know, literally from the London close to the opening of London, it was in a range of roughly 10 to 20 pips. And then it dropped, but the drop wasn't anything that I would get excited about. And you can see it's already stopping here, and this volume starting to build up right at this level. I don't see that it's got another leg down here. I think the Swiss franc is too weak. And unless coronavirus really spike up in the UK, you know, this could be a nice move, but I don't know if it's got the legs to really go where we need it to go in the time frame. One trade I'd like to look at. Let me see the pound US. Let's see where that's at right now. Yeah, same thing. It's down to 123.70. Same kind of volume build up. It, you know, it spiked up a little bit just to kind of fake it out and drop down more. You can see this long tail, which is pretty good. That tells me that this is a level here at 123.50 to be defended. So that could be interesting. Let me take a look at the smaller time frame here. So you can see there's a real battle here for the last 20 minutes at 123.70 on if it's going to take another leg down or if it's not. So it did drop below this low here, but it was defended pretty steadily here at 123.50. I don't see a lot of bullish momentum here though, so you know, and looking at my auto chartist, I don't see a real strong level at this other than this defense. So if it defended again at 123.50, I'd be interested. But for now, I'm gonna sit on the sidelines on this. So nothing really, guys. I mean, look at pound Kiwi. That could be another one. And you can see it's starting to, it broke the high there. that most recent high, so that's good. Sorry guys, I've got bugs coming around here. It's Hawaii, so you can see some volume built up here, so that's interesting. And then there's no volume right here, so if it can get up to here, it's going to start running up to this level, 123, 193.20. Volume would put 122.12 as a stop. You know what? We could see a little spike up on this one. Oh, we're already seeing it. Here it goes. That could be a 30 pip stop for us, and we'd be looking at a 70 pip profit target, maybe almost 80 pips. So that could be an interesting one for us here. I like that it's getting up to this level because there ain't no volume here. So if it gets here, it's going to go past. And you can see the level, the volume there. The volume's there. The volume is there. So the kiwi's not particularly strong right now. And with coronavirus cases, I think that coupled with the fact that the pound shouldn't be down as much as it's down, we could see a spike. I'm going to watch this. Pound kiwi could be a trade for us. What's the euro doing? That's holding. My only worry is if that euro US breaks that 111.80, it's going to keep dropping. So Aussie US is dropping. US yen still kind of steady. Twenty-eight pips. Well, you know what? I think pound kiwi could be our Friday trade. It moves quickly, so we'll find out one way or the other here. With a 30 pip stop is kind of the level that we're going to stick to. Raise 50. Okay. Let me just see what we can get filled here. I think this one has a lot of things going for us on this. Actually, you know, we could probably get in on a 25 pip stop, actually. All right, we got filled at 41. Where's my other? Oops. So the other trade we want to look at is set. Okay, so we got filled at 41. And we're going to target this level right here. And stop is going to be if it breaks this volume level. So we're looking at a 2.67 to 1 reward to risk. Target's going to be 93.17. And stop will be if it breaks below 92.13. All right. So pretty good reward to risk here. And let's see how this plays out, guys. And stay tuned in the next 30 minutes because we will have a support resistance webinar, and I'll cover quite a few juicy tidbits for you then. All right. Thanks again, and let's see how this plays out.